So it's 8 a.m. I'm up for you. And yeah, we're gonna cook something. So we're gonna make breakfast and we're gonna make breakfast. So what we're gonna do today is savory muffins. I need to get some measurements. So the first thing I'm gonna do is my dry ingredients. No, the first thing I'm gonna do is actually put on my oven and preheat to 180 degrees, and this is something I notoriously forget to do, so I'm really happy I literally clicked there, which is weird because I'm really tired and I'm actually quite exhausted. I had quite a headache yesterday evening and it kind of like carried on to this morning, so yeah, but hopefully those muffins will sort me out. Yeah, so I'm gonna measure out some flour. So it says, and I've got like a little key here, 180 milligrams. My God, grams. I don't know what's going on with my brain this morning. I'm a little bit all over the place. I'm also really warm. So 180 grams of flour. Then we need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I've got a tablespoon, so I'm gonna get 1 tablespoon of flour in baking powder in here. Gosh. And a little bit of nutritional yeast because it will enhance the flavor. It will make it taste all lovely and cheesy. So I'm gonna go with 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. It's also gonna make it look quite pretty, a bit more yellowish. Also a little bit for color, a little bit for taste. I'm gonna add some turmeric. Literally just half a teaspoon or so. That can be quite potent, so it can really overwhelm a dish sometimes. So you want to do it in small doses rather than in big. A little bit of ground ginger, which is gonna make this nice and warming and give us a little bit of a hug that we all need this morning. Certainly. So paprika, just because it's a lovely flavor, it gives a lovely, again, it's quite nice and warm and sweet, but it also gives quite a nice color. Ground cumin. I'm quite a little bit obsessed with ground cumin at the moment. It just, yeah, I think it's the smell and the flavor, and I just really like that at the moment. So I'm gonna give this all a nice whiz around, and that's pretty much our dry ingredients done. 2 more basics, obviously salt, just a little bit of salt to bring it all together, and some ground black pepper. Here we go. I really like pepper, the taste of black pepper, so I probably over pepper things a little bit, but if you are not so much into pepper, then again, anything I put in here is very flexible. You can leave it out if you don't like it, or you can experiment with like different things. You could put some fresh herbs in there as well as fresh spices. So what I'm gonna do is start chopping up some fresh bits. But the first thing that is gonna make sure our muffins are gonna have a nice consistency and are gonna stick together, because we're not using egg, we are using chia seeds. So I'm gonna make an egg replacer out of chia seeds. So basically a chia egg. And what I'm doing is I take 2 tablespoons of my chia seeds and put them in like a little bowl like this. And then I'm gonna get some water, and I'm gonna add 4 to 5 tablespoons. I think 4 might be just enough. So about double that amount of water. the base flavor of our muffins is pretty much paprika or pepper. So I've got a red pepper here, and I've got like my Greek green pepper here, which I'm gonna chop up, and I try to chop them as finely as possible. I've got some chopped up red pepper in here. So I'm gonna get half of my green pepper. I'm not gonna put too much stuff in it because I don't want to overwhelm my muffin. So red pepper, green pepper, garlic, obviously. Who doesn't like garlic? Rubs. So I have a tiny one and a big one. So I'm gonna add a tiny one and a big one. We've got some green pepper, we've got some red pepper in our basic mix, and I'm just gonna add garlic because I really like garlic. So I would say 2 cloves of garlic minimum in any meal that is savory. So I just chopped up some spring greens, which look like that. So they're basically huge leaves of like kind of cabbagey consistency. So I chopped up one of those big leaves and add that in here as well. And that's just literally just roughly chopped up. So I think this is pretty much all I want to put in. Of course, I need some seeds because they are healthy. They are very, very lovely. I love the taste of mixed seeds. So those are, I think, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, linseeds, all kind of like different mixed seeds in here. So I'm just going to do a generous whoosh in here. And that already, look at that. That already looks healthy and lovely. Yeah, so what else am I gonna put in? I don't have any normal onions, but I have crispy onions. So I'm gonna just chop them in. The rest of my crispy onions, so it's gonna give me a little bit of crunch and a little bit of onion flavor as well. And then, because it's a breakfast muffin, what would a breakfast muffin be without some sort of cheese or cheese alternative? So we've got a coconut based mature cheddar, which we're gonna put in, and I literally just grind that with my little grinder here and put probably half the block in, and that will also help keeping the shape of this nice and yeah, keep it together so it doesn't fall apart. Alright, so yeah, half is more than fine. Make sure we don't lose any of this goodness. Alright, so then, yeah, I should probably put some liquid ingredients in. So my chia seeds, so I added 2 tablespoons of chia seeds with about 5 to 6 tablespoons of water, and they have actually become quite interesting consistency. So they are supposed to be my vegan egg. So instead of eggs, I'm gonna use this to bind the whole thing. So I'm gonna chuck those in as well. Yeah, they have become nice, and they look a little bit, yeah, they look like fish eggs, which is a bit icky, but they will make sure that we don't need eggs. So yeah, this is what they look like. So they look funny, really, really healthy though. I'm gonna add some liquid ingredients. So I've got 200 milliliter of milk that I'm gonna add. Where's milliliter? Here. So I'm using soy milk. I think any kind of plant milk will be fine. Oh yeah, and 45 milliliter of oil. So I'm just gonna use standard vegetable oil. Where's my milliliters? Here. And this should hopefully make our dough, I guess. Is it a dough? Our dough nice and smooth. So I'm just gonna take the spoon and mix all of this together. Let me just double check. I think I've put everything in, yeah, that I had here. All right. Oh, and it smells really, really nice. So this is what it looks like. And again, I wish you guys could smell this, because the whole kind of like all the spices that I put in here which is like paprika, turmeric, cumin, ginger. What else do I have in there? Nutritional yeast, which makes it obviously a little bit more cheesy. Onion, garlic. It all smells really, really nice. So I just tried to combine this all so that I've got a little bit of everything in each spoon in a second. So, and then I've got my muffin tin, and I even got little cases, so I'm going to put them in cases so they're going to stay in shape, and it also makes it easier to take them out of the muffin tin again. So, and then, so I've just put like my little muffin papers in there. Oh, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get another little spoon, because then I can just scoop things in. So, and then I'm just gonna try and make this as pretty as possible. This is what my savory muffins look like right now before I add them into the oven, which is preheated 180 degrees Celsius. So I just try to get them all to a nice, lovely little shape. Okay, this goes onto a tray in the oven and into the preheated oven. This is supposed to take 15 to 20 minutes. So I've got, what do I have? Let's have a look. Oh, I've got this, which is awesome. So I made some mayonnaise, like vegan mayonnaise, yesterday, which is made with, what did I made it with? Smoked paprika, some garlic, and something that one of my friends got me. Bacon seasoning. It's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's yummy. It's basically smoked flavoring that just makes everything better. So yeah, I'm gonna have this and some jalapenos with my breakfast muffins this morning, which is gonna be so lovely and nice. You could just have your breakfast muffins as they are. You don't need to put anything on it. Put some boom sauce again if you want something really nice and hot, boom sauce or any kind of hot sauce. Oh, I'm probably gonna add some. I've got this hot sauce which is milder, so it's like a Jamaican style hot sauce, which is basically just like a hot vinegary sauce. So I'm gonna add this as well because I just feel like I need something a bit hotter and a bit more with oomph. On 220, they have browned now. Oops. And don't they look pretty? So those are my savory muffins. I'm just gonna pop my knife back into one of them. Yes, they look fine. They come out more than fine. So I'm gonna turn this off. Ow, hot. Very hot. So I'm gonna add a little bit of a dollop of vegan mayo on top, and grab a couple of jalapenos, which I also add. And this is mostly for decorational purposes, but you know we want to make pretty eats. We made, Barras and everyone else, we made savory muffins. This is what they look like. They're really cute. I tried to make them like a little bit chefy on a bed of iceberg salad. So yeah, savory muffins, all done, topped with a little bit of vegan mayonnaise and a couple of jalapenos just because I felt like it. So voila, here we go.